What's up guys, how you guys doing? It's your girl Miss B and I'm here on my channel. I am very excited for 2020 to get new videos out, posts with a very consistently. But yeah, you read the title, you already know what this videos are going to be about. I'm very excited to say I want to start reading more in 2020. It's one of my main goals. I love reading. I used to love reading books when I was a child, just absorbing it and seeing other people's adventures and just seeing them grow as a character. I do apologize in advance if you guys hear noise. It's like really quiet because I have nothing on, but the outside world is just like deciding to drive the car today, talking, just doing all of them. But yeah, these are the 10 books I'm going to read for 2020, so let's just get on with the video. I first want to say the 4 books that I did end up reading in 2019, the reason why I only had a chance to read 4 is because, here are the excuses guys, here are my excuses. Firstly, I started in June, I didn't start in January because for some reason when June started I had this like, I don't know, I was like, I want to start reading again. Why did I ever stop? Like it's been years since I've read just for fun. So I was like, you know what, let me start reading again. Let me just start, expanding my vocabulary a little more. So these are the 4 books that I read. I'm going to start off with the book I read in June, Ender's Game. It's a really fun book to read. I was scared to read it because how thick it was, but this was actually made into a movie. And I would say they're pretty similar, even though they have a little stuff added out. But yeah, this is intense. Is the word for Ender's Game. Aliens have attacked Earth twice and almost destroyed the human species. To make sure humans win the next encounter, the world government has taken to breeding military geniuses and then training them in the art of war. The early training is not surprisingly takes the form of games. Ender, hence the name, is a genius among geniuses. He wins all the games. He is smart enough to know that time is running out, but he is smart enough to know to say, is he smart enough to save the planet? Excuse me for my stumbling. I'm not the best when it comes to reading out loud, but it never stopped me from reading. Absolutely love this book. I would rate it probably 8.5 out of 10. All these are probably going to be 8.5 out of 10 or like up there. The next book I read after that was Dork Diaries. I started reading Dork Diaries when I was in grade 7 and I haven't stopped since. This is the 6th book, Valentine's Day. It's essentially about a girl named Nikki. She moves to a new school. She gets a scholarship because her dad is the exterminator, but she doesn't want any of her friends to know about it. So yeah, that's one of the main issues when it comes to her. This is essentially about her and this boy, Brandon. See him right there? Wait, hold on. Right there. And them, essentially having crush on each other and developing their relationship. So it was really juicy. I loved it. I read this in like a week. It was so good. I rate that a 9. The next book I read was Dare Martin. Oh, this was such a good book. I would recommend this book 110%. I had no idea what this book was. I wasn't seeking out this book, but I went into Barnes and Nobles when I went away, and the lady was like, everybody loves this book. Like, they loved it so much that they had it on sale for like, if you buy a drink, you can get this book for $5. So I got this book and I read this all throughout my vacation. It took me like a week to read. So yeah, it was really good. It's about this kid named Justice, and he's writing to Martin Luther King about his problems and what he's going through, and you could tell his emotions when he's writing the letters. Really freaking good book. 9 out of 10. Next book is Harry Potter, the first one. I bought all the Harry Potter books because it's been my life goal to read all the Harry Potter books because they're in the top 100 books you should read before you die, and I'm definitely going to read all those books on the list before I die. I'm one of those people. I don't think I need to explain this book, because if you don't know what Harry Potter is, where have you been? Hello? Harry Potter the chosen one who's going to defeat Voldemort, or who shall not be named. His first year at Hogwarts, meeting new friends, Hermione, Ron, and adventuring off Philosopher's Stone. So yeah, this is a really good book. This one is a 10 out of 10. But yeah, time to get into the actual books I'm planning on reading. I know a lot of you guys are like, these are the books you're reading? No, these are the books I'm gonna be reading. So, I'm gonna start off with trying to get it out of the package. Harry Potter, the second book, is the second year at Hogwarts, The Chamber of Secrets, I'm finding out. I'm reading the back right now. Yeah. Harry Potter book 2, Chamber of Secrets. I read half of it already, but I stopped because it was just been a very hectic year, so can't wait to finish this book off. Next books, I want to take intervals. I don't want to read it straight through. Next book I'm going to read is The City of Bones. As you can tell, I read a little bit of it, just a little bit. I read like 70 pages, but this book has like 470 pages, so I barely scraped the surface. I love the movie, I love the TV show, so I definitely had to get this when I went out, and I can't wait to get the other series. City of Bones is basically about a girl named Clary. She thinks she's a normal girl, but turns out she's a shadow hunter, and she meets, so it's basically about her meeting other shadow hunters called Jace, Isabel, and Alex, and they are a part of the shadow hunter gang, and them, you know, fighting other shadow hunters, and also her best friend he's also in this book. I love him so much in the TV show, and I can't wait for them to like include him in all of this adventure. I'm so excited to read this big thick book. The other ones are, I'm going to show them all in one just so you guys know. This one is not, it's supposed to be this way actually. Alright, hopefully they don't fall out. The rest of the Harry Potter gang. The rest of book 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Book 5 is definitely the thickest out of all of them. Can you see all these pages? That's why I decided to read 10 books and not 12. It's all with dust everywhere. That's why I decided to read 10 instead of 12, just because this is like 2 books in one already. And look how cool this cover is. Oh my god. Let me just, these are just really pretty. I have to give it to J.K. Rowling. She did a really good job when it came to the cover of this book. Look how pretty it is. Like, this is the Prison of Azkaban when he finds out. I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say he meets somebody. We have the Goblet of Fire when Harry's entered into the games, even though you have to be old. I forgot what age you have to be, but yeah. Turns out that someone entered into his names, and then it's just him training to win the game and not die in the games. Take me with you. And then we have the Half-Blood Prince. Ooh. Look how spooky this looks, guys. Oh my god, I can't wait to read these books. I'm definitely going to be giving an update. And last but not least, the Deathly Hallows. They put this in a 2-part series. Just how good this was. Oh my god, look. Tell me this kid does not look like what is it again? What's his name? The guy who plays Harry Potter in the movies. Tell me this does not look just like him. This looks just like him. They did a really good job in casting, I would say, about that. And so the last 3 books I don't really have with me, but 2 of them I have in PDF, and 1 of them my sister is borrowing because she also wants to develop her mind. The last 3 books I'm going to be reading are self-help books, and just because I did them in this order doesn't mean I'm going to read them in this order. It's just like what I have first and what I read first and all that. So I might read some stuff before then and all that. The first book I want to say, I have a little note, is The Law of Human Nature. I heard that it's really good when it comes to like developing yourselves and seeing other people and how they interact. I've always been interested in those type of things, like what people do psychologically and they don't realize it. I always have been interested in that type of like stuff. So let me just tell you a little summary of what it has. Help people judge others more effectively while making it difficult for more destructive types to harm you. Helps define your true self-development. So that's what I want to do overall, is to help me and see what kind of like the nature I am and help me self-develop for the better. So that's why I really want to read it. I've heard that it's a really good book and I'm really excited to read it in 2020. Wait for it. The next book I want to say is You're a Badass. Basically that's what it's called. I actually read the first chapter and it was so good, and I'm so sad I didn't finish it because it's just like the first chapter was good. That means the whole book must be good. I actually got that recommendation from one of the YouTubers I watch. Her name is Dare Natural. She said in one of her vlogs, told you that you were gonna have cars, but yeah, it was in one of her vlogs, a little sit down chit chat, and she was like, I read this book and it really helped me, and I was like, I'm gonna read that book. So here's a summary. Helps you become self-aware, figure out what you want in your life, and then summon the guts to not worry about how, kick others' opinion to the curb, and focus on your life and the thing that you want to make you happy. I'm really guilty of worrying what other people think of me. I think we all do in a way, and I don't want to think that way. I don't want to have that mindset like, should I wear this? Like, are people going to judge me? No, I shouldn't have that mindset. So I really think that this is going to be a good book for me to read in 2020, so that I can build more healthy habits about myself mentally. And I do recommend you guys read that too. The next one, I actually read like 80% of it, but I never finished it, so I want to read the whole book over. I think it's a book that I should read like every year, just to kind of like refresh my memory about these types of things. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. A lot of you guys might know about it already, or a lot of you guys watching this probably already read it before, but I love it. Okay, it's about, the guy named Robert who made the book. About it, who he has two fathers. One is his real dad, one is his best friend dad, and his dad is a poor dad and his best friend's dad is a rich dad, and him kind of taking their life lessons about investment and money and almost interpreting it into his life and seeing which ones to use and which ones not to use. So yeah, before Rich Dad Poor Dad, I didn't know anything about investing money. I mean, I used to save my money like crazy. I'm one of those people that save. I don't spend a lot of money on certain things. So getting those tips and how to invest was really helped me grow as I get older. So it's really important. It's a really important book to read if you're like coming out of school and you're trying to figure out how to do money and how do I save it and how do I make it grow for me and how do I make it money, what is it saying? I have it right here. Have money work for me and not the other way around. So I think it's a really good book if you're really looking for something to help you with money. So yeah, those are the 10 books I want to read in 2020. I'm so excited to read these books. Like, I'm so pumped up right now. I want to read books now. Let me show you the little bookmark that I have. Can you show it? There it is. Shine Bright. Unlike me right now. But thank you. Shine Bright. This was actually one of those things when you clip to your bag, but I took it out and now I'm using it as a little book holder. I actually had this in my book before I took it out, but yes, I thought it was really cute and I was like, let me just make this into one because this is really cute. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will be giving updates about the books I read and if I read one book or 2 books. So stay tuned for that video because I'm really excited to be on this channel and just like get this channel up and running. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video and enjoy me. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and comment down below what books you're reading in 2020 or what books you've read in 2019. If you're really excited to get this reading started and developing a vocabulary together, guys, and making ourselves a better you, not a new you, because people always like to say new year, new me, but no, it's a new year, it's same me, but making myself better. Thank you. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and that's me. Peace.